You guys are probably going to be watching this video tomorrow. It's a Sunday, not the week before this, but the week before. Our new algorithm started calling things to the downside. It was predicting a lot of these daily cross downs. So when you see that start to happen, you're seeing momentum start to slow in the overall market. So when it came into this week, I was looking for longer term puts. Going into Powell, we could have seen a lot of fear. Again, we saw what ended up happening, but I think the best swing that we had was eBay. So eBay gets the actual predictive cross on the 22nd, I believe it was. Yeah, right there. So eBay gets that predictive cross right there. Then I ended up entering the next day because I saw it after hours. I was like, this is something that I'm looking at. You also have the dividend
23rd.
coming up, which you could end up seeing a little bit of a pop and then people selling off after the dividend. That was, I was kind of looking at that dividend date, but nothing really crazy, just because if like the overall market's going to drive price action anyway. So if the market wants to come down, everything's probably going to start to come down. Now, the other thing is you see it has 3 days of green as I'm in it.
Right.
That is why we talk about all the time, at least a month out in time. Now, with a lot of these trades here, to protect myself a little bit more, to have a little bit less volatility, I'm actually getting a month and a half to 2 months out.
Nice.
Now, those contracts too, even with that much time, were not that expensive. I think they were $200 something a contract when I bought them.
I like it. At $200 a contract. That's it.
Yeah. For the at the monies, yeah, they were pretty cheap.
And when they do?
October 20 something. They're mid to end October.
And what are they up?
27%.
So time, ease, and extreme profits.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's
the
not
other thing is if you pull it on the if you put it on the 5 minute on the day that I entered, this is another thing that you guys should look out for too, especially if we're going to see the market start to turn. You don't necessarily want to be going just all willy-nilly. If you see an alert, just like slap your buy order in on puts or calls if the market starts to reverse back up all at once. You can if you want to, if you see a really good opportunity. But here we also have Invictus on the 5 minute alerting here. So we get the Invictus alert crossing down, as you guys can see.
This is on the 23rd.
On the, yeah, I think it's the previous day. You had it on the right one.
Right here?
Yeah, it's that one right there. So you see the other one. Oh, it's weird because it's on the, it's right there.
Right. This one. Yeah.
Yes. You see the initial spike. Then the market starts to reverse a little bit. And you get that Invictus alert coming to the downside. Now, what I thought was, okay, so you're getting a predictive on the daily. In order to get a good entry, if you see this stock continue to the downside, well, odds are you could end up with a little bit of a buffer of, let's say you're up 5-10% going into the end of the day. Now, you can always take a little profit off of the table, have another little bit of a buffer there too, where you already lock in some gains. Now you have a position that you've already locked in a little bit of money on. The chart looks great on all of the different time frames. You've already got more time and protected yourself, and you're good to go to kind of let the market do its thing and let the trade play out.
You know what I love? I love that the ease of it, the way you can use both bots for an entry for a quick scalp as well as for a longer term play, despite the fact that you have time to be in front of a screen. Not everybody does. Right. So if you want to get in, just play a longer term play. Maybe they wouldn't have gotten as good of an entry as you. Maybe they would have been up 15% or 20%. If you got more time in your hands, you can play Invictus and Pythagoras both. This is a very easy one to monitor, and I'm happy it's successful. I wonder, so how far will this play go?
I think there's a level at 43. There's a 43.20 level. So it's currently sitting just below 45, I believe.
Because might be people that are watching thinking, all right, so how do we
Hey, I called this one out in the video I was making. I was like, I like this one. Let's see what happens. I'm going to get a lot of time on it, see what happens with it, and boom. There are a couple levels down below that one at the lows. Yeah. I think it's like 40.50 is like the more recent big low that it has, but it has downside. It has a lot of downside in it, and that was a solid one. Pythagoras has been an absolute beast for a lot of people. And again, if you guys aren't in there yet, make sure you guys check out that link down below. It's probably the most powerful tool retail investors have right now. It front runs everything.
Yeah, I love it. But yeah, man, I think well, that's one great play. And if you guys have not yet, guys, check out the videos because these are almost daily videos coming here with breakdowns for showing you guys how to get into plays, how to get out of plays, and how to be in a profitable position like this one right now with eBay. One is using the two bots together. That's brilliant because I like Invictus. I like the scalp. Personally, I have a little more time on my hands. I like the scalp. But if you're using Pythagoras to highlight longer term plays, Invictus to highlight the entry, you're profitable before the day's done. You have the long term play there. It's a win-win. I love it. What do you think we see moving forward here in regards to the market? Not guessing direction, but what are the levels you kind of looking out for?
I think you could see a retest of what's it sitting at right now?
405.
405.
Yeah.
I think you could easily see a retest of 410. So falling down below support, coming back up to retest it as new resistance, and then you start to see it come back down.
So as you guys are looking, this is 410 right here. Yep.
Yes. So when you're looking at that, it's like, okay, you saw this wild day down. Lots of big sellers were coming into the market and were not being met with buy orders. They were just slapping the bid, pushing everything down. So if you end up seeing the market come down, I think you could get a little bit of relief, like we were talking about a little bit before. But going into September, I think you're going to see a lot of fear, and that's going to drive a lot of price action. I think more so to the downside. I mean, we made that big move from 430 all the way down. I know you might have a little bit of a different analysis on this one, but
well, see,
I think you could see that retest and come back.
Exactly.
Down.
And but you know what I like? I like having the different perspectives. We should have probably done a segment called calls or puts. You know what we should probably do? We should probably do a segment called calls or puts, where we look at the same play and talk about the perspective of two different opinions, and then we go about. If you guys like that idea, just give us a thumbs up in the comment section below. If you guys would like to see a segment called calls or puts, where we can just take a certain play and we can call it calls or puts, it'll be 50-50, but we'll break down the different technical analysis reasons why, or technical reasons why you might be looking at calls, why you might be looking at puts. But I don't like the overall sentiment when all of retail wants something to happen. We typically see the opposite go, right? So when we saw the pullback on August 23rd, I'm thinking we're going to bounce simply because everyone was getting ready to buy puts and the market makers are like, give me that premium. So with this, I feel like we might get a little bit of a dip down to really catch. Like this might be another bear trap to catch people thinking it's going to completely drop out. The floor is going to completely drop from under it, and you might have like a 1.5% positive day. But you're always saying we could see a bit of a bounce back to 410, which actually is a 1.2 positive day. So we're kind of around the same thing right now. Yeah. We're kind of around the same thing right now. I like it. But guys, this is what we got for you guys today. Hope you guys did enjoy that. If you guys have not yet, guys, of course, smash the like button, engage the video, subscribe to whatever channel you guys are watching, or subscribe to the other one as well. Don't forget the link in the description below, trade1348.com/TMI. And if you're watching this on STV's channel,
trade1348.com/STV.
If you guys have not yet, of course, feel free to check us out. Always, feel free to check us out daily, guys, for these videos, updates, trade of the day videos. I got you guys for those. And for the trade to look out for, he's got you guys for those with the Pythagoras updates that are absolutely printing off. As you guys can see, this guy's already up 27% with his eBay calls. I wonder which play's coming next. Any last words for the people?
Be safe, get more time than you think you need. I'm going to keep saying it. It's helping a lot of people kind of being able to wait out these moves and capture the full move. So more time, slow it down. You're going to be doing this for a while. You don't need to try and force it in one day.
That's it. All right, guys. Much love. Deuces.
Peace.